on the fan hotline here. Browns legend, former Browns cornerback Joe Haden joins us now. Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. How you doing?
We're doing all right here. We were actually talking at the start of the show where I think we were surprised at kind of the lack of buzz on this Patriots game. I think some Browns fans think this is a huge uphill battle. I don't know about you, Joe. I think JP and I both see this as a very winnable game on Sunday.
I think honestly, I may be on the fan side. I mean, I think it's going to be a tough one. I know we can do it, any given Sunday with the defense that we have. But offensively on that, I just want to, I don't know.
Where do you see the challenges offensively? Is it just Dillon Gabriel?
It's Dillon Gabriel. It's the running game, obviously, and it's the play calling. If we throw the ball 52 times, it's just the throwing the ball past 10 yards. I need to see it opened up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to throw it on time. But I just need to see just the dump offs, the check downs. I love that he's not turning over the ball. That's amazing. But I need just more plays to be made, like a little bit more down the field. Obviously, that's not going to lead it. Running, making sure Judkins gets the ball. Heavy dose of Judkins. We don't want him to lead on Dillon Gabriel, but I just want to see a little bit more. Don't miss the open throws. And the team hasn't helped them sometimes with dropping the ball, obviously. But I just want to see him make some plays, make some big plays for us.
So I was pretty hot after the Miami game because of the two touchdowns that were there that Dillon either the one he didn't see and the other he actually just ran for 4 yards instead of throwing to Quinshon down the field. And So I was pretty hard on Dillon's performance in spite of the 31-6 win. But if we go big picture, 3 games in, what's your perception of Dillon as an NFL quarterback?
I think that he's an NFL quarterback, and that's why I think that he's still been able to be the starting quarterback. I love that he doesn't turn the ball over. I love that he makes good decisions. He makes very smart decisions. He's not just lackadaisical with the ball. He protects the football, and I love that. I just think that there's some plays that you need to be throwing the ball on time. Some plays that, like you said, that play in the end zone, he was premeditated to throw it there. It's an obvious boom. If those guys run into each other, boom, it's wide open for a touchdown pass to Judkins. Like those little simple things, I'm like, I understand you're not turning the ball over, but there's situations where you're not helping the team, where you're not helping us, where those are just simple, boom, like I'm not asking you to do too much. You can make that play. So just things like that, I think he's performed good. But I think giving him a couple more games and continuing to, now he's playing versus this Patriots team that's a really good team. Our defense needs to perform well, turn it over, give him the ball, and they need to, do the same thing. I'm not mad at what they did, but playing against the Dolphins, the weather was bad. The defense put them in great field position, so he did what he had to do. He managed, he handed off to Judkins. We did a wildcat for us to get the couple of those touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So he hasn't hurt us, but at the same time, he hasn't helped us too much, but I've given him the opportunity of what I would want to see moving forward for him to, develop and do a little better.
Joe, have you seen anything that leads you to believe Dillon can be a starter in the NFL?
From what I've seen, no. I mean, I think he can be a guy. I think he's worth being on a roster for sure. There's plenty of good, but I don't think he's not a franchise guy. Like, I don't think he showed me ability to be a franchise quarterback. Not yet, not to date. I'm still giving him the more opportunity. He's only started 3 games, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he hasn't turned the ball over, but he hasn't thrown these they hasn't done too much either. So I think he can be a starter, but I don't think he's a franchise quarterback, and that's not a shot because there's not too many guys that are really those dudes that are worth making $60 million a year.
How big of a week is this for Stefanski to at least maybe get in some back of the good graces of the fan base back in some capacity?
I think it's a big week. I think that the defense has been playing well. The offense, I think they just maintaining, making sure that the defense just keeps doing what they have to do, but showing us some sort of points, showing us some sort of running game. Obviously, let's get Judkins going. I love what he's doing, but some sort of passing game relevance, like some sort of things that we can hit shots down the field. And sometimes that he did when we were playing the Steelers, they've dropped passes that Dillon Gabriel was throwing. I'm not here to bash him at all, but just we need to make those plays. If they're dropping the ball, other guys need to be in to catch it. There's, what have you done for me lately? I need to be able to see plays made. So I think Coach Stefanski, having the offense be able to perform, the defense is going to do what they got to do. But just him having the offense play well and now versus really doing it on the road versus the Patriots will be really big for him to show the team hasn't backed up and I'm doing something to make bigger plays on offense.
Joe, we had Ross Tucker, former NFL offensive lineman, now broadcaster, on earlier this week, and we talked about Stefanski versus Vrabel, and he had said he believes that most of the NFL would prefer Stefanski over Vrabel, and he gave a few reasons why. I was surprised. I think Vrabel is one of the best of the best. How do you look at these two coaches, and maybe which one do you think might have the edge over the other?
I think the Stefanski, but I would be more of a Vrabel guy. I just from my personality, I think that he's a really good leader of men and is able to just do things the right way. I'm not saying that Stefanski is, but I've never played for neither one of them. Outside looking in, I'm more of a Vrabel guy.
Yeah, I think we are too. Vrabel's just the ability to
no disrespect.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Vrabel's just hit another level, Joe, and that's I don't think anyone's taking that with any disrespect. What is it about a coach like that, though? We see this with some of these other guys, like Dan Campbell, for instance, guys like that. The true motivators of men. How does that resonate as well as it does?
It's a thing that you can't teach. You can't teach a dude to be leader of men. It's who he is. It's how they are. Personality, and dudes can tell real from fake real fast, and when somebody's genuinely like coaching you up, this is how they believe, and they lead by example. They just practice what they preach. You can tell that, and that's just something that you can't fake, and that's just something that some coaches have and some guys don't.
Joe Haden, Browns cornerback on the Browns legend on the fan hotline here with Nick and Jonathan, breaking down Browns Patriots Sunday in Foxborough. So I heard this and I agreed that the Dolphins game was the get right game, right? That's a game you had to get square. You win, commanding. That was a fun Sunday. So if the Dolphins game was a get right game, what do you think the Patriots game is about for the Cleveland Browns?
It's about consistency. It's about just doing the right thing continuously, making routine things routinely. You know what I'm saying? Like, just showing, like, that is not, don't be a roller coaster. If that's who we are, that's what we're going to do. Be able to defense, do what you got to do. We had 3 turnovers, was great. You know what I'm saying? Putting the offense in position. Special teams, creating turnovers, bell pit, the guys, hitting, communicating. Nobody just running scot-free. They were able to, we just said H-Han made a couple of plays where he was breaking it, making a couple of long runs, but bend but don't break. You know what I'm saying? Not letting them score in the red zone, being strong in the red zone. That's basically just doing that, again, versus a good team. Miami might not be, they're struggling, the weather was bad, it was hard to throw, all of that, but then doing it again in another stadium the next week. It's not about just showing like crazy ups and hips and valleys. It's just like consistency. This is who we are, this is how we're going to play. Just protect the ball. Let's make a couple of plays if the weather's better. Like when the dude, instead of predetermining where you're throwing it, when that play happens, boom, there's a touchdown pass. You know what I'm saying? Just showing consistent growth, nothing crazy. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just do what you do consistently against a good team. That's all that we're looking for. And they can do that and win, then that's going to keep the fans hype. That's going to keep the players hype. And it's not like it's nothing crazy. It's not like they can't do it, but that's just it's going to be a tall task.
Joe, as a former corner, I want to ask you really about Denzel Ward, but really about the position he's been put in. He's had a couple games, like Justin Jefferson in that game where he didn't look his best, obviously. But they traded Greg Newsome. He was visibly upset by that trade going down. Earlier in the preseason, you had MJ Emerson get injured, and it's just been a shuffling of the deck as far as the cornerback room is concerned. How hard is that if you're someone like Denzel to play as well as he has throughout all the adversity that has really hit him this year?
Denzel is a great corner, and I think for him, it's tough when you have one of your dudes and you kind of like you build a relationship. But I'm not as I think Tyson Campbell. He's been coming in and just straight off the plane, been able to play really really well, be able to help him out a lot. But I think just having that with Denzel, he's such a good player that I don't think that it's going to affect him as much as it. I don't think we really have to worry about that.
Joe, I know we've talked a lot about Dillon Gabriel. The Browns drafted another quarterback this year, Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado in the 5th round. There's obviously a lot of talk about Shedeur, and there's a lot of noise about Shedeur. How curious or how curious are you to see Shedeur this season in brown and orange?
I'm honestly, in my opinion, it's very difficult because you don't want to ever shoot. I want to give Dillon the the most perfect opportunity, and not trying to knock him at all and give him the opportunity, because he hasn't lost the starting job. But with my heart of hearts, I love Shedeur. I think that he's going to be able to bring something special. I think he may be able to. I'm giving Dillon all of his chances, everything that he has to be able to get out there, because it's not as bad. He hasn't done anything to not deserve this opportunity. He was drafted before Shedeur. The Browns obviously felt like that he was going to be the guy. So giving him his equal opportunity. But if when we start losing, I just think Shedeur is going to be able to make some of those downfield plays for us and be able to bring some of that energy that the Browns need.
Do you feel like they should be giving Shedeur any reps in practice? They're going just exclusively all the reps to Dillon.
I mean, obviously they don't. No, they don't like. They don't want Shedeur to get that opportunity. And I think if you're believing in Dillon Gabriel right now, I think for this next week you can give him all the reps. That's fine. But once it starts getting like a couple of weeks, if the results aren't wins, then we can start splitting a couple of reps. But I can understand why the coach wants to give his first-string rookie quarterback all the looks to be able to give him the most opportunity to succeed out there. And I would expect the same once Shedeur gets in. He's getting all the reps and not Dillon Gabriel getting some of them. I think it should be Shedeur's opportunity to get every single rep with the ones to prepare and be able to go out there and succeed.
Joe, I know you played for both organizations, but just, for this Browns fan right here, can I get a bleep the Steelers out of you?
I don't think that's going to happen, man.
Jonathan, you took him a chance to say it.
It's a bold ask. I don't think it's going to happen.
As the I just got so much respect for Coach T. That's what it is. Like, he's still there. He's still coaching. And like
Nick calls him Coach Low T.
Coach Low T. It's more love for the Browns. It's more love for the city of Cleveland, 1,000%. Like, it's Browns till I die. But the F the Steelers, like, that's Coach Tomlin's spot. They showed me love. They took me in, and I just can't F them.
It's all right, Joe. You said it like 2 times in the answer. We can slice it whatever way we need to.
I'll just take the little part of that, and I'll just play it on my phone whenever I'm feeling blue. Now, I do want to ask.
We got equipment. We can fix this.
Have you ever heard of someone naming their dog or cat after you?
I've definitely heard a dog, and I've heard that I had a kid, a baby.
A baby?
I got 2 Hadens. I got 2 Hadens out there, and I've heard of a dog.
All right. So our producer, Jake Murrin, has a story to share with you about his own dog.
Yeah, what's up, Joe? I was in middle school. This was about, I think, 12 years or so ago. I went to go get a dog with my mom, and we didn't know what to name her. Hours went by, and I just so happened to be wearing my Cleveland Browns Joe Haden jersey that night. My mom sees the back of my jersey and says, boom, let's name her Haden. And I absolutely loved it, so we did. And she's probably the best dog my family's ever had. We'll be turning about 12 years old this winter. I have tons of pictures of her in my youth-sized Joe Haden jerseys and all. So that's what you mean to me in this city. And like you said, Cleveland till I die, man.
My man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. That's why I love the land. It's you guys. It's people like you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Honestly.
Look at that.
That's
Joe,
very nice. That dog's still barking. I like that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said that dog's still barking.
Yeah, look at that.
If you would have named him something outside of Hayden, I don't know that it'd still be around. 12 years is a long time.
Yeah, if you'd named Nope, not making the jokes. I'm not going to do it. Nope. If you had named it Set the Valve, who knows? Who knows what would have happened there? Joe, you're always so gracious with your time, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And I really, really, really hope we get that Browns win on Sunday so we can all feel better about it.
Oh, no, me too, man. I'll come back and holler at you guys.
All right, Joe, you're the best, buddy. Appreciate you. Browns legend and corner Joe Haden on the Fan Hotline.